alleged homes resorted to fraud after pharmaceutical companies lost interest in their proposal. Walwani has pleaded not guilty to several charges.
Merge onto Route Transcanadienne Est, Auto Route 40 Est, then take exit 41.
He goes on trial.
Take exit 41, then keep right at the fork.
Next year. Two NASA astronauts are set to step outside the International Space Station today to fix a broken antenna. From member station WMFE in Orlando, Brendan Burton has more.
NASA's Thomas Marshburn and Caleb Barron
Keep right at the fork.
exit the airlock in their EVA suits to replace an antenna that no longer works. The antenna transmits radio waves down to Earth.
Continue for 1.5 kilometers.
Either experimental study.
The Caribbean nation dropped the monarchy. Mia Mottley is the Prime Minister of Barbados.
From this day and forever, declare Barbados a parliamentary republic.
Prince Charles and pop star Rihanna, who is from Barbados, attended the ceremony. The country will stay as a member of the British Commonwealth. BC is bracing for
To Auto Route 20.
Junkin surveyed parliamentary staff after an alleged rape case was reported inside the building.
Over half have experienced at least one incident of bullying, sexual harassment, or actual or attempted sexual assault.
Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison calls the findings appalling. She's a Canadian doctor who was delivered.
exactly.
In 300 meters, turn left onto Avenue Westminster, Sutton Avenue, Westminster.
And the same with Penn. Exactly the same.
So Moderna's chief medical officer says his company is also developing an Omicron.
Turn left onto Avenue Westminster, Sutton Avenue, Westminster.
Specific booster that would take 2 to 3 months to get into testing and then production.
I think likely would be the window that, because we have measured it twice, almost to the day. This means that around 60 days on the development, we will have clinical production of the vaccine so that we can go and test in humans, and then within 95 days, we will have the full results of this trial. And the most important of that is that if eventually we have a vaccine that is needed and it works, we should be able to transition manufacturing to this new vaccine without losing any single dose, almost any dose from the current capacity. I remind you, Anderson, that right now we are at 1 billion doses per quarter. This is how much we produce this quarter, which means next year easily 4 billion doses. I think if we have to go to a new vaccine, we will be able to produce easily 4 billion doses for the new vaccine.
Until everyone around the world has access to vaccines, though, we are all, even if we're...
I think when I hear all these comments from these vaccine makers, I think one of the consensus is that there's probably protection that is still offered, certainly by these vaccines. So they're still very effective. The booster would make them even more effective because you're generating more antibodies. But this virus appears to be different and may require a different booster at some point in the future.
Dr. Warren, though, I mean, one scientist in South Africa who raised alarms about this had said that the cases she had seen were mild. Do we know yet how worried we should be? I mean, do we know okay, there's a new variant, and yes, it's got all these attributes that are very concerning, but do we know yet whether the actual...
Although we don't know whether that's going to pan out in the rest of the world, we also don't know about immune escape, as Sanjay was just saying, but we don't know this question of, is it causing more severe disease, or is it going to cause really mild illness? We don't know, but I think this is why the US and many other countries